My name is James, and today I'm going to be breaking down UFC Fight Night Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez. I'm going to be giving you my lock of the week, a solid favorite, and a solid underdog. If you just want to see the best bets, skip to the end of the video. I'm also going to throw in a quick picks of kind of what I think of the rest of the fights. So yeah, let's just get into it. Actually, no, before we get into it, let me go over what we did on the last card. We went 8 and 13. Caramel. Here is kind of where I messed up. Anthony Smith. I don't even know why the fuck I picked him. He's absolutely, he's a bum. He's a bum. MVP, close fight, close enough. The Macy Chasson, rigged. No way, that's a doctor stoppage. Cup Swanson, fair enough. And then Charles Jourdain, he got fucked up by Gene Silva. But anyway, lock of the week hit, so I'm happy that Diego Lopez, my savior. Anyway, now let's officially get into the lock of the week. That's right, Namajunas Santos is the lock of the week. And before you get on me for picking a negative 400 as a lock of the week, there's nobody else I like on this card. I think this card is horrible for betting. If I could put over 1.5 rounds in a women's fight for lock of the week, I would. I mean, technically I could. It's my channel, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pick a fighter. Namajunas Santos should win. Reason being is because her opponent, I don't even know how to say her name, Asparagus or something. Agapova. I'm so off with asparagus. Anyway, Agapova, she has horrible takedowns, and I think Namajunas Santos is going to be able to get those takedowns. She's proven that she's able to do it. She can land on the feet too. I think she just has all the tools, and I just don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a decision too. So bet the over on this one. Or, hypothetically, there could be a round 2 submission. Just putting that one out there. But Namajunas Santos should get this down. Get the opponent down, so gonna pick her so she can get the takedown, she can land on the feet, round 2 submission or decision. So fuck it, bet the over. But that's lock of the week. She's gonna get it done. Caramel. Moving on into a solid favorite though. I think Christian Rodriguez CROD is a solid favorite of the card. He finds ways to win. I don't know how he won his last fight against Bulgarian. He didn't, but the judges gave it to him. Same thing with the fight before. I can't remember which one. I think it was with Roses or some shit. I don't know. Either way, he finds ways to win. I think he's going to be slightly better everywhere. He's going to be able to land on the feet. He has good cardio, especially starting in the last fight against Bulgarian. He was able to stay in the fight within round 3 and win a 10-8. So good shit by him. He's taking on somebody like Julian Erosa. 34, age worries me. I've learned my lesson with age. Bet under. Just bet on the younger guy. Fuck it, you'll win 90% of the time. Julian Erosa, his chin is pretty questionable. He did have a win against Ricardo Ramos. I picked Ramos in that, and the reason why he lost is because Ramos is fucking brain dead. If somebody has a guillotine, why the fuck would you stand up? No sense. But whatever, that's not the point because they're not fighting Ricardo here. Rodriguez, gonna be able to land on the feet. He has good cardio. He can get the takedowns. He can wrestle. Rosa, I just think he's going to be a step behind. I think age is going to show here. We're at elevation, so cardio is going to matter, and Rodriguez has proven that he has cardio. So, I don't know. I think he's going to be the more dangerous guy, so I'm going to bet Rodriguez, and I think he is a solid favorite of the card. Let's move on into a solid underdog of the card, though. All right, this guy is supposed to lose. Damon Blackshear, he ain't losing. He's a dog. He's an absolute dog. Montel Jackson is good. I just find him a little bit of low volume at sometimes. He has a win against, Rani Yaya. That's I'm not going to say a horrible win because you still won. But I don't know, I just don't rate it. He's a fucking grandpa, 39 years old. Montel Jackson, also 32 years old, so a little bit more age on him. Damon Blackshear, in his last fights, I think he scored 7 out of 9 takedowns or something. He's a dog, okay? He doesn't give up on himself. He has the ability to keep going. He has age on his side. He's very deadly on the feet, and also has a sick grappling game. So, I don't know. I just feel like he has more dog in him, when somebody has that, that presence in a sense where they can keep going no matter what happens. I think Damon Blackshear is that guy. And I think Montel Jackson does have a quit button. To be fair, he is on a 4-fight win streak, so I could just be chatting shit here. And Damon Blackshear is only 2 and 2 in his last 4. But I'm gonna go with Damon Blackshear, the monster. Now on to the main card for quick picks. This is probably one of the worst videos I've done. I just don't like this card very much. And call me a casual, I don't give a fuck. It's just there's good fights, it's just not that entertaining to me. I just don't know. These fighters are so wishy-washy sometimes. But I don't know. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to enjoy it, of course. But let's get into the main card. We have Evan Elder versus Darius Flowers. I thought Evan Elder was like a debut. Turns out I've actually seen him before. I just completely forgot because he hasn't fought in like over a year. Darius Flowers, he's been staying active. He does have a few weaknesses for the takedowns, here and there, sorry. Luckily, takedowns so much isn't really on Evan Elder's. He's just a sick striker. Darius Flowers does carry big power. The problem is cardio a little bit. So I'm really torn in this one because I like Darius, right? I do like him. Fuck it, I'm just going to go with Evan Elder. Elder's a sick last name too, so have that on his side. This one, pretty simple. I think Andre Petrosky is just a more dangerous guy than Josh Rim. I think Andre's last lost with a knockout to a fucking hip. I think it's a fluke. I don't think it's going to happen again. I just realized he has the iron and sickle from the Soviet Union as a tattoo. That's crazy. Anyway, Petrosky's going to win because of that. He's a dog. So if not, send him to the gulag, Luana Santos, lock of the week. Fucking, she should be a negative 10,000 right. This is about everywhere. She should be a negative 10,000 right now. I'm really not that confident in her, but she's gonna do it for lock of the week, so she has that lock on her side. Damon Blackshear, like I mentioned, I think he's the guy. I just think he's gonna be more dangerous, and he's very consistent. Montel Jackson as well can be a little bit inconsistent, so good luck him. Jasmine Jasdavizius versus, I think short notice Klein, I believe. I'm gonna go with Jasmine, top 15. She's been in a camp for this fight, Canadian too, which, she's gonna win this. So, yeah, really bad breakdown, but what can you do? I'm pretty confident in Jasmine. She has a good ground game. Klein, I actually don't know too much about, so I'm personally not gonna bet too much on this. I can't really trust debuts until I actually see them. Moving on to the next fight, though. Joshua Van versus Charles Johnson. This is going to be a good fight. Charles Johnson, his last fight, showed up. He made me some money, so come on. But Joshua Van's a dog. I like Joshua Van for some reason. I didn't see him as a 2-1 favorite. I thought he was going to be almost 50-50, but I don't make the odds, so what can I do there? And then on the other side, Charles Johnson does have the height advantage, reach as well. Like, it does kind of favor Charles Johnson more when you think about it. I don't know. Do I back the up and comer or do I back Charles Johnson? I saw Charles Johnson more recently, and he did impress me more than Joshua Van in his last performance. Gonna go with the underdog, Charles Johnson. I think he's gonna get it done. Joshua Van has a sick ground game, but I've noticed whenever he goes for takedowns, he tries to go submissions too early, which a veteran like Charles Johnson, he's gonna be able to see that and be aware of that. So, gonna back my boy Charles Johnson. Come on. Next we have Abdul, I'm not gonna say his last name, versus Cody Brundage. So Abdul should win this. Okay, he had a very competitive fight against Joaquin Buckley, which is aged like wine. Muy bien. But Cody Brundage. So round one, Cody Brundage knockout. I think it just is. Abdul should win though, so everyone can make that clear, but my pick, Cody Brundage, round 1 KO. Bet your house. Anyway, Julian Rosa versus Christian Rodriguez. Gonna go with Rodriguez. He looks okay most of the time. I don't really think he wins most of his fights, but he finds a way to win, so I'm just gonna bet on the judges doing that too, because they are boxing judges sometimes. Next up, Gabriel Bonfim versus Angelusa. Unreal. I do not trust one bit Gabriel Bonfim. It's either he wins in the first round by submission, probably not knockout, but by maybe knockout, I don't know, but probably submission. But after that, his cardio fucking gassed. I mean, at elevation too. I'm gonna shoot in the dark here. Going Angelusa. I do not rate Angelusa one bit, but look at the man. The eye test is telling me that guy's powerful as shit. Did he get dominated in the last fight against my boy Brian Battle? Of course, because who doesn't, right? Brian Battle's a dog. But gonna go with Angelusa against Gabriel Bonfim because I do not trust the man's cardio. So come on, Angelusa, even though I don't really, don't rate you sometimes. Drew Dober versus Gene Silva. Interesting stuff. Gene Silva fought last weekend, 2 weekends ago now, at UFC 303. Knocked out my boy Charles Jourdain, RIP my brother. You know, Gene Silva, he's very talented. He's got good power in his hands, good leg kicks too, and has a good ground game at times too, but he has that knockout power. He's taking on somebody like Drew Dober, who is aging now, but he, sloppy fighter, but relies on his Giga Chad chin, and he just kind of looks maxing right now. Don't know why I did that. Anyway, but I get why the odds are 50-50. I think Gene Silva on paper is a more technical and more powerful striker. Problem is, though, is he going to be able to put out Drew Dober? Drew Dober is notoriously known for being able to survive everything. Is Gene Silva that guy to be able to do it? I don't know. I don't think KO, but I'm going to believe in the hype train of Gene Silva. I think he's on momentum right now. He's coming off a good win, a very good win. Yeah, I'm just going to trust he can do it. 2 weight cuts within a month is going to be tolling on your body, so I don't know how he's going to react to that with cardio aspects, because Drew W is notoriously known to be able to go the distance and all that kind of stuff, so it does worry me a little bit there with Gene Silva, but I think he's going to be able to probably scrape out a decision. Main event time, we have Muslim Salikov versus Santonizio Ponzinibbio. It's a little tongue twister there. I don't know, both guys are old. If both these guys can lose, then fair enough, but I think Ponzinibbio is more dangerous on the feet. Salikov is good on the grappling. Cardio-wise, does worry me a little bit. And Ponzinibbio, wow, some butter in there. Ponzinibbio has definitely more technical on the feet, I would say. Wrestling-wise, you know, give Salikov his edge there. Do I think he's going to be able to get a submission? Probably not. But, yeah, I don't know. I was on the Ponzinibbio side for the longest time, but maybe I'm going to go Salikov. But then he's 40. Ponzinibbio, lock it in. He's Argentina. Argentina's in the finals with the Copa America too. It's coming home, so it's coming home. Main event time. Do I believe in the hype train of Tracy Cortez? No. I believe Rose Namajunas is going to get it done. She looked good against Amanda Ribas in her last fight. A little bit questionable at times, though. I think that was just because of ring rust, because she's been out for so long. Now that she's been taking a full camp, she's actually ready. It is a step down in competition, in my opinion. Tracy Cortez, she does have good hype, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to take on somebody as experienced and as veteran as Rose Namajunas. Yeah, I think Rose is going to get it done. She's very deadly on the feet. She has a good ground game. She has the ability to... She has veteran experience, too. It's just setting on the Rose. Bet the over. And I mean, pretty much every... I mean, I don't know. There's maybe like 1 or 2 fights that I think are going to go under 1.5. Like the Evan Elder fight, I think that's going to go under 1.5. Josh Freeman, maybe. What else? Cody Brundage, think no, 2nd, 3rd round, maybe, if not decision. Ponzinibbio fight, I think that one's going to go a little bit slower. Oh, no, a little bit faster, sorry. But anyway, that was the main card breakdowns. On screen now are some of my best bets. I will also be updating my community tab with some of my more bets there. So if you like the video, great, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We're trying to get 100 subscribers. That'd be awesome. And yeah, that was my breakdown. Hope everybody enjoyed. Take care.